Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Juan Foyth as Barca are willing and ready to push for the player again, even though Villarreal are asking for a prime figure. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this other right back from Girona, Arnau Martinez, as Barca are now still keeping an eye on the 20 million rated former La Masia player, full consensus within the club. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been actively hunting for a new right back, and we reported a while ago that if Cancelo's move falls apart, the team from Catalonia will rejuvenate their interest in a certain Juan Foyth from Villarreal. Building on that, Sport has now mentioned that the fellow La Liga team Villarreal is not going to negotiate with Barca at all for their right back. Just like their previous times, they will ask Barca to activate the termination clause, which is currently at 54 million euros, or else they should forget about the player. Barca's interest in Juan Foyth is certainly not new. The player, of course, who won the World Cup with Argentina in 2022, has been approached by the team in the past, but negotiations ended as Villarreal did not want to do any business. As of today, Villarreal's position has not even changed a bit. They have been quite active in player departures this summer. As a result, they have already raised 110 million euros, meaning that there is absolutely no need for them to sell Juan Foyth in the first place. As such, they have made it abundantly clear that they will not negotiate with FC Barcelona, and the only way Juan Foyth will be sold is if that release clause of 54.6 million is being triggered. As for the player, he is very aware of Barca's interests, and although it excites him, he will respect his excellent relationship with Villarreal and will not ask the team to listen to offers. The Barca management is exploring several options to reinforce the right back spot, but their financial solutions make things difficult when time is running out rather fast. Barca are going to need a substantial amount if they are to sign Bernardo Silva, and if the payment is made upfront, there will be no contingency for a right back. Now, Sport mentions that Juan Foyth's case is very similar to that of Cancelo's. Both fullbacks are liked by Xavi, and an operation to sign any of them is going to cost Barcelona a lot. Interestingly enough, though, it is said that Manchester City are prioritizing a sale for around 45 million, which is almost 10 million less than Juan Foyth's release clause. In any way, even the 45 million cost is unaffordable by Barcelona this moment, which is why they are looking to sign Cancelo on a loan deal with a buy option. Of course, the right back issue still continued to make a lot of headlines as Barcelona have still added Juan Foyth into their transfer wish list for right backs. But unfortunately for Barca, Villarreal still continue to maintain their stance that they are not willing to reduce the price. By the way, they're not even willing to negotiate because when a club does not renegotiate and they tell you that, look, if you want to sign him, then pay that release clause. That is the only way, which is currently 54 million, which we definitely know that Barca can't afford to pay such an amount. They don't have the money to do it, by the way, even if they have sold Dembele and Franquise. It has been a very difficult summer, to be honest. If you ask me, I will say it has been a very difficult summer because we have not been able to get the players that we really desire. We have not. We get the players when when the other top choice players are not available or they are not possible to come, which is a really disturbing factor. Juan Foyth, let's not forget, has been linked with Barca, even in fact for since last year, ever since last year. But a move was really difficult to go through because his club Villarreal really want him to stay. He is a key part for them, and they don't see any possibility of selling their star man to Barcelona. He's a very good right back, but the price, Barca can never afford to just pay that release clause. The money is not even there in the first place. João Cancelo's move is also very complicated, even though Barca's idea is for a loan, because still for a loan, the club will have to, gather about 25 million euros for that loan operation overall, which is quite difficult at the moment. But yes, it's true that Dembele's departure to PSG and of course Frankisi's sale to Al Ahly will somehow make things a little bit easier for Barcelona. But the truth of the matter is, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Talking about 16% shares that Barca want to sell to one German firm for about 65 million euros. It is still a worrying scenario because up to now, the German firm have not made any statement, which is delaying things for Barca. Very soon, La Liga starts next week, and it seems as though Barca have still not registered players that they need to register before the season kicks off. Then on to the next story of discussion. As Barca step up their pursuit of a new right back, their search seems to have led to a familiar name in the form of Arnau Martinez of Girona. Indeed, Gabriel Sanz of Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Barca are once again looking at Martinez as an option as there are difficulties in pursuing of their other targets. João Cancelo has been the main option, but the economics of the deal are a hindrance while the Portuguese international is attracting offers from Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, even Fresneda does not generate complete consensus within the club, especially with Xavi Hernandez, who thinks he lacks experience. As for Juan Foyth, Villarreal's 54.6 million demands put him out of reach for the La Liga champions. As such, Barcelona have turned their attention towards Martinez, with the report claiming that, unlike Fresneda, the 20-year-old generates consensus within the club. A former trainee of the club's La Masia youth setup, Martinez left in 2016 to join the Hospitalet Academy before ending up at Girona in 2018. Having made his first team breakthrough at the Catalan club, he helped them achieve promotion back to La Liga and enjoyed a fine debut campaign in the top flight, bagging 3 goals and 4 assists in 33 appearances. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.